So here's just a little report card that you're not going to like. In our class on our website, we have a lot of students that are really smart. I mean, like PhD level smart. One of these students is an ISTJ. Now she's SIFI, and she's also older. She's in her 50s. But she's better than most everybody else in the class. And then a couple of the other students that are also kind of in the top 5 are ESTJs. So what the hell happened there? Where's all these fancy dumbass NEs and these NIs? What we consistently see, and we went through this ourselves, is that the savior intuitives, NE or NI, they jump in, they're so excited, they gather up all the concepts, they rush to the next thing, and they just have so much fun learning everything all at once. And it's just like the tortoise and the rabbit, right? The sensory dominant people, first of all, they usually don't like this personality stuff because it's so vague and it's so pseudoscience and so fake, right? But with our website and stuff, because we're making a fucking attempt to be scientific, because we're actually writing things out and defining our terms and trying to link things together, trying to follow the scientific method, right? A lot of smart people, college level people, and sensory dominant people have come into our website and stuff and gone, hey, I really like what you're doing here. I really appreciate that you're actually writing something down and defining terms. I'm like, oh, great, thanks. And then from there, it's amazing how that's all that they needed to get in on learning this stuff. So now that we're seeing quite a few sensory dominant people get in on this personality type, we are seeing things that we have never seen before. And that is consistent results. We're seeing people actually build a knowledge base, actually build understanding, actually be able to produce results, get the same type as their partner, get the same type as us. And how the hell did they do this? They took the time to SI understand every single block and then the end connection between every single block. And no, the lead sensories can't jump in and gather everything in 2 seconds and understand it by the end of the day. It's taken them a little longer to learn it piece by piece, but now that it's been a few months, the tortoises are passing up the rabbits. So a little encouragement to you is slow the fuck down and really try and learn this stuff step by step. So we had really tried to set up our work the same way, where we really understood the concepts and then how can we write this down, learn it a step at a time, a piece at a time, understand the priority of the blocks, meaning you got to start with the temperaments. You got to know the 4 temperaments. And this is what we're seeing, the ISTJs and the ESTJs that are really good at this, is they're like, hey, how can I focus in on the most important blocks? Oh, it's the 4 temperaments. You got to know the human needs of the EP, IJ, EJ, IP, etc. Mastering those and then move on to the functions, and then move on to the letters, and then move on to the animals. And don't rush to the next step unless you've mastered those foundational things. This comes natural to the SIs. This has been exciting for us to see because as we've been kind of stepping back, just watching people learn this stuff, you kind of have theories of who's going to be good at it and who's not. And it's been really surprising to see who the actual best students in the class are. And then watching that it's basically any person, whether they're coming from this perspective or that perspective, that is somehow able to use their 4 functions together. You got to understand the concepts, but you have to be able to sensorily organize it and define your terms.